Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
Sejuani being considered here. Of course, Sejuani did make her debut last week in the jungle. Was it Cuz that did it as well? I think it might have been.
It was. You were correct.
Yeah.
He was. Yeah,
going to move on up and look to try and steal some of these rocks as well. Gets a high-value stab through there. As meanwhile, on the bottom side of the map, there's a Abyssal dive that's going to work beautifully. And First Blood goes over to Effort. What a difference for this Nongshim, picking up a 2v. And Dread moving up here towards the top side of the map. Let's see whether the chickens are going to work. And yes, Rascal's going to get slowed down. Ghosts popped on both sides, but it's not going to be enough. And First Blood goes to Canna. Nongshim looking a bit revitalized here.
And BDD is putting a lot of pressure on, actually, in this early game. May even force Vikla at some point to buy Hex Drinker early. He's not going to make that commitment now. We'll just hold the bottom side.
Well, Canna is going to pop Ghost. It's going to be popped by Rascal in exchange. BDD down to 50% here as Vikla had to deliver him a package, and that is going to be that Hex Dex here. Is
no package.
Herald not going to get secured just yet. Double teleports coming through at exactly the same spot as Effort's going to immediately flash to avoid the grand entrance. They do manage to secure this, but can they win the team fight is the question. Glacial Prison goes down. Canna soaks all of the CC though and picks up the kill onto the Corki. He will get taken down in the end, but Rascal is going to suffer the same fate. Oh, just barely missing the charm as BDD dashing forward with the Foxfire and the Spirit Rush. But Ghost, he's more of a show in the early stage. Even if scaling is the game. Is Shirley going to pop up here in the mid lane and look to finish the job that Shelly put in and take this one down? We'll be able to do so comfortably as soul points on the table as well.
KT wanted patient about it. Look at the center value in these neutral fights.
Well, let's see whether Dread can actually get the steal here, as it should be a 50-50. As, yep, fair bit. Nope. Cuz going to be able to lock that one down. Vikla delivers the package, and that stops Dread from being able to get in there. Nicely done. Effort now looking to start a fight, though, as Orbit Deception comes through.
Both teams played that. Nongshim wanted to really slow down the fight so that eventually the package would time out, but you know, they weren't able to actually force anything, as Life's looking for a flank here, potentially.
All right, Nongshim do take a bit of a wheel.
It will grab this turret. But Rascal is going to grab one on the other side. Not the same amount of value, but still, a Gwen getting extra free side laning done is always great when you want to slow down a game state
right
like
now,
this.
it does mean that aiming will also be able to do some added poke damage, as Cuz will slow down Effort, but he's looking to dive his way forward. Canna in amongst three people as Life is going to be struggling here. Foxfire, Spirit Rush, everything used by BDD to do a whole bunch of damage as Cuz will be devoured. Pork for lunch here, as aiming throws through the Super Mega Death Rocket, but it does not do enough. Another Q is going to connect there as the Tom Kench is going to go down, but Effort just trying to tank up as much as he can. Tanking this turret, not necessarily the greatest of moves as aiming. I don't think he's going to be able to stop this as Dread gets his way out.
So it ends up being a 3-for-1 here, but Ping's on the top side repeatedly as Nongshim realized that Corki is going to get an inner turret here for free. This is why this extra Drake buffer is so massive and significant here for KT. Is unfortunately, Vikla, even if you teleport in here, I think you are way too late. That was optimistic. Great position for Nongshim, though. They have the choke point controlled, and they have all that Senna healing. They're actually out.
This Drake is already dead.
Yep. Nongshim are so happy with this fight, and this is
Rascal's in the bottom lane. This is exactly how you play side lane.
Yeah, you mentioned it right before this happened.
Yeah, Cuz going to get knocked up as Effort dives on top of him. He'll be snared as well, as they are just trying to take down his Baron, and he can't smite it if he's... What the heck just happened? Aiming picks it up with the Super Mega Death Rocket. We would
otherwise be allowed to have, and this game swings like a pendulum so quickly back into their favor.
Well, there's a Ghost from Rascal as decent knockups to come through here. A lot of damage, and aiming just gets punished for stealing away that Baron. Cuz now trying to run away. Canna successfully escapes, and the Sejuani will go down. Effort looking for even more as they're flashing forward. BDD does have a charge or two left on this Spirit Rush, and he is going to be able to throw that one forward. Rascal not long for this world, and not very immune Gwen right here, as Dread is going to be able to find him. And my goodness, Effort has been unleashed on this game. What?
This has been the best game of Nongshim this entire season by a large margin.
100%, I agree.
So good this game, so well coordinated around the Ahri Tryndamere dive, threatening both carries from different angles with the vision control they have, and they do it again. Kanna's had a fantastic game on this Tryndamere, and KT now.
And also vital to this composition is KT. A lot of vision in these brushes as Canna, ulti back off cooldown of course. as Ghost is doing very well, avoiding a lot of this. As there it is, the Abyssal Dive to come down, and once again, BDD finds the flank. Vikla down to his GA already, as the fight is well and truly off, as now Ghost finding the back line there, has to flash to get out of the way of Rascal, who's now just going to try and kill the center, but has the rest of the fight been okay? Because look at BDD finding aiming once again in the back line. Dread dashing forward, Heartbreaker, and KT are most definitely heartbroken. Rascal finds himself once again the last man standing, as somehow Ghost even survived in the back line, and Nongshim will win this game.
I cannot even believe how well they fought both of these last exchanges. We won't even need to see an Elder Smite fight versus Rockets, as Nongshim are going to take a very convincing lead. And it was tempo advantages pushing their leads and actually preventing KT Rolster from getting back into this game, even in the face of a very